everybody, welcome to the WOAFM99 radio show. This is episode 7 of season 10. Today is an In Conversation episode again with a very special guest all the way from New Jersey. This is Airy Jeanine, beautiful young singer-songwriter who's making some great music out there in America, and we have her live in the studio. And we have some great music today, fantastic artists that you really ought to know. So we're kicking off the show with an artist that we haven't really played on the show before. The singer is called Richard Kruger, and the song is called A Short One on Life. To me it sounds more Americana rather than country, and I'm a big Americana fan. So Richard Kruger kicks off the show today, followed by one of my favorite artists all the way from Canada. It's none other than Silent Stranger with his new song, Night and Days. Okay, Days is D-A-Z-E, by the way. Again, quite Americana. So first two songs in the Americana genre, great artists. And then of course we have Airy Jeanine's song, Do You? This is her second single, which we have on the show today, followed by another great American artist from the South, and this is Candice Russell with her new song Magnetic. Well, if you look at Candice Russell, you'll see she's magnetic. She's a beautiful singer. This is the second single that we're playing from Candice Russell. Her music just keeps getting better and better. After that, we've got another new artist that we've not played before called Phil Ram. And the song is called Listen Up, Let My Words Have Wings. Or you can call it alternative. Again, my kind of music. I like this kind of stuff. And he's really playing around with the beats and the timing and all of that stuff. So you musicians out there might really like this track. And last but not least, great new artist called David Wayne Moore. Well, when I say new artist, I mean new artist on the WOAFM99 radio show, because we've not played David's music before. So David Wayne Moore, that's the name of the artist, and the song is called It's Not Over Yet. Aside from the message that the song has, you know, about it not being over yet for this musician, and I can see why, because his music is just great. The song is just fantastic, and also reminded me quite a bit of Mike and the Mechanics. And I'm glad to end the show today with this song, because it kind of leaves you thinking about that song. So I like that. Yeah, I like ending shows with songs that you can't forget, it just stays with you kind of thing. And it's just a fun episode. I hope you enjoy it. Oliver Sean signing out.
She walked in, she looked around, she picked me out, she spun me round. She said, kiss me now, boy, but don't ever take your eyes off me. To this day, ain't sure this story's even true. Tell me, does this kind of shit ever happen to you? 'Cause it ain't ever happened to me before in my whole goddamn life. Maybe, well, maybe she's just real drunk, I couldn't tell you. Me, I'd rather take what comes than try to tell a river which way to run. 'Cause there's only one fact that I've hewn hard for my long life, and that's that life, well, it ain't that long. Had a nickel or so was told for every one-night wonder with a heart of gold, and a name for his cock that no thinking person would ever even name a dog. If she might have had time for nicer, finer things, she might have even stayed home past age 13. And with her father's long coat and his cigarettes, she hopped a freight train for Tennessee. And maybe, just maybe, she's just crazy. Sometimes she's just hurt, but who needs a stranger's tears? Strangers more use for vodka and beer. And you're never gonna make me believe it's a sin to want a warmer place to sleep, even if just like life, he ain't that long. Women like her, and she knows the place those kind of folks can go. The small-minded kind that like to pass judgment, well, they can all just kiss her ass and kiss kiss the ass of the woman should have been president. There ought to be a law against stupid. We stay a couple for a couple go rounds, as if two lost could ever make a found. We were off and on and in and out for 2 years that I will never see again. But I could complain out loud how my life's unwound, but that's just the way that some lives are bound. And though you can't step into the same river twice, don't mean you're ever gonna quit trying. And maybe, well, maybe life's meant to be crazy, sad and strange, messed up, poorly planned, and the only one you're ever gonna have. But sometimes I get a little bit lucky and something comes along, like a short song on life, how life ain't that long. Like a short one on life, how life ain't that long. Like a short one on life, how life ain't that long.
pleasure and pain. To me it's all the same.
ladies and gentlemen, I said I have a very, very special guest, a very beautiful singer-songwriter all the way from New Jersey. I hope I've got that right. It's none other than Airy Jeanine. Airy Jeanine, are you online?
Yes, I'm here. How are you?
Say hi to all your new fans in India and Dubai and all over the world.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
Okay, so Airy is like your first name then?
Yeah.
Great. So tell us all about your music and your journey into the music industry. How did you get into it and how long have you been doing this? I actually started singing when I was in 5th grade, and I took some classes and some training. Okay.
And from then I decided to take it to the next level, start training even harder, and one day I was able to sit down with some producers and we just, kind of came up with this whole Airy Jeanine thing, and I thought that was awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really fun actually. I love it. And my music itself is more pop-oriented, more dance-oriented, and
yep.
I know each time I release a song, it's getting better and better and better. So my last song, Do You, it's more like a ballad, my first song, Mama's Girl, was more like a pop song, but my second song is more like a ballad,
But Do You is a song that we've been promoting, and it's also now playing on commercial radio and all of that in this part of the world. Is that your second song then?
Yeah, Do You is my second song.
Okay, and what about your first song? Have you promoted that song too?
Yeah, that was more like 2014, 2015, I'd say we promoted it.
Okay.
It's called Mama's Girl. And
cool.
that was like the first starting point, so that's kind of like the make your name.
We're gonna play Do You today, of course. We've been playing that quite a bit on the show. How come you haven't released an album yet?
Right now, I'm just more in kind of doing more concerts and stuff.
Okay.
Trying to get my name out there, more performances.
Cool.
But I gotta release music, and I like to release music just to have some new stuff out there and keeping up and showing everybody that I'm still here.
Yes, of course. I would definitely recommend. Even though the industry says, the album situation is over now and singles is what works, I think the industry, the real industry, has more respect for artists who come up with full albums. So I think new artists and young artists should not forego the album route. You should look at that in a serious way.
Definitely, and I know that in the future I'll definitely come out with an album.
Have you got a music video out?
For Do You and Mama's Girl, yes.
There's a TV show that we produce. We have one season every year, so the new season's coming out pretty soon. We'd love to have your videos on the show too.
Of course.
Great. And tell me about the song Do You. What is it about?
Do You is about a girl, and she's trying to find out if a guy really likes her. So she's kind of shying away, just kind of here and there, shying away, and she's like, do you, and then at the end, she has her fairy tale moment.
Oh,
and
cool.
She gets to be with the guy.
Well, I think if that song's about you, the guy should be saying, do you, do you? Well, on that note, we're going to play Airy Jeanine's amazing song, Do You, right now. So stick around, she's going to be right here when we get back.
Sitting in my room, I'm just thinking about you. Ooh, wishing you were here, I'm just thinking about you. Ooh, I never tell you though, I don't want you to know. I couldn't take it if you didn't feel the same way too. Whenever you're around, I just walk right by you. And I wish that my heart didn't feel the way it felt for you. 'Cause I know that you don't feel the way I'm feeling too. Do you, 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 do you? I keep it to myself, won't let no one tell you. Ooh, I never tell my friends, 'cause I know they'll tell you. Ooh, 'cause I couldn't take it if you didn't feel the same way too. Whenever you're around, I just walk right by you. Ooh. I wish that my heart didn't feel the way it felt for you, 'cause I know that you don't feel the way I'm feeling too. Do you, do you? Come on, baby, can you feel the gravitation? When you look my way like a new star, shooting through my constellation. I know we're gonna see our worlds collide. Can't fight this, we can't hide. Magnetic, oh, oh, we both get it. So here we go, just to let it do what it's gonna do. It's a magnetic, oh, oh. Yeah, we got this kind of chemical attraction, driving me insane. You moving closer, I can tell by your reaction. No need to explain, I know you see just what you do to me. Magnetic, oh, oh, we both get it. So here we go, just to let it do what it's gonna do. It's a magnetic, oh, oh. Just watch your worlds collide. Can't fight this, can't fight this, can't fight this, can't fight this, can't stop what's gonna happen anyway. Magnetic, oh, oh, we both get it. So here we go, just to let it do what it's gonna do. It's a magnetic, oh, oh, whoa, oh. A magnetic, oh, oh. So here we go.
Right, guys, I hope you enjoyed Airy Jeanine's song and all the other great music we have on the show today. Airy Jeanine is still here with me live in the studio, and we're gonna get to my favorite part of the interview, the rapid fire questions. Airy Jeanine, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so when did you first start singing?
Was 12. Like, my first ever performance in front of someone was like 12 years old. It was a recital for an acting class, and it was quite an experience, actually.
Awesome, cool. And what did your family do to encourage you?
Ooh, they always give me motivation and motivational like speeches and prep talk before anything big
Good.
is happening, and they always supportive.
And they've always been supportive of your music?
Of course, anything that makes me happy and anything that I want to do, and that I feel I can succeed, and they're always behind me.
That's so good. It's good to have a family like that, right? And who else in your family sings or is a musician? Anybody in your family?
We don't really have that many musicians in my family. My grandmother actually sang
Oh,
a
did
little
she?
bit, but it's just more like,
Okay.
grandmother singing.
Okay, cool. And who are your musical inspirations?
Oh, wow, the source changes. I think at the moment I would have to say Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, and Katy Perry.
And whose music do you think yours is most similar to?
I feel like it's a combination of all three because
Okay.
I have that whole, Lady Gaga, she's like independent and she's very, she stands her ground and she knows, like, she's a very good musician. And then I have Taylor Swift with, I feel like some of the lyrics I can relate to Taylor Swift. And
Okay.
Katy Perry is more like the fun stuff, just kind of
Okay.
grooving out.
That's great. So we've got Katy Perry, Taylor Swift, and Lady Gaga all in one in Airy Jeanine. Awesome, cool. And what kind of music do you listen to today? On your iPod?
I'm like all over the place. Like sometimes I'll have like top 100, top 40, just like regular pop, and then I'll like go into like the whole indie alternative 2010 phase, and then I'll revisit pop from 2010, and I'm just like all over the place.
But I think that's a good thing as a singer, as a songwriter. Do you write your own songs, or do you have people who write songs for you?
Right now I'm more in like the progress of working on my songwriting skills.
Okay.
But we do have producers and some music writers for me.
Great. So I think if you're getting into songwriting, you have to listen to music from the ages, right from the 60s and 70s to the latest stuff. That just kind of brings out the songwriter in you.
Exactly.
Yeah. So if I found your MP3 player or your iPhone, what embarrassing song would we find?
It's a song from like the show Barney.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's just one of them on there. I don't know.
So that's one of your favorite embarrassing songs, is it? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And where would you most like to perform, Airy?
I think I'd want to do right here in New York, Madison Square Garden.
Awesome, cool. Have you played a lot in New York? Have you done a lot of local gigs and stuff like that?
Yeah, I've done quite a bit in New York, in the city itself, and some local towns around my area too, and I've gone to different states as well.
Cool. I've done quite a few gigs across New York City. Hopefully the next time I get there for another tour, I can invite you over to the gig and get you on stage to sing with me.
That would be awesome.
That would be cool. So getting back to our rapid fire questions, who would you most like to open for? If you had a chance to open for any big artist, who would you like to open for?
I think I'd have to go again with like my Three Musketeers, either Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, or Katy Perry, and also Justin Bieber doesn't sound bad either.
Justin Bieber too? Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
if you had to choose one, who would it be?
Right now, at this very moment,
Yeah.
Justin Bieber.
All right. Okay. Cool. And if you weren't singing, what would you be doing?
I'd probably be going into engineering, to be honest.
What kind of engineering?
Architecture. I was.
Oh, okay.
I'm all like about architecture, and that's what I study, at school.
Oh,
Like
do
a
you?
side thing, kind of,
Awesome, cool. Because I have a friend who's a drummer in a band in Costa Rica. He was studying architecture when he was playing in the band, and now he's an architect. So he's an architect
That's awesome.
drummer.
I think it's always good to have like a little bit of another skill.
Oh, absolutely. So do you play any instruments?
Yes, I play 3. I play trumpet is my main instrument.
Wow.
And then I have piano and guitar.
Why don't you play the trumpet in one of your songs?
We're actually thinking about that, in future songs, and if I ever get a chance to write my own instrumentals, adding trumpet
Yeah.
parts and little brassy parts here and there. So that's popular. I hear that on the radio,
Yeah, that would be great. And a female trumpeter. That's quite a cool thing for a hot singer to also be a trumpet player. Bloody hell, that would be great. Cool. So, Airy, if you could dabble in another genre of music, I know you do pop. Pop's your main thing. But if you could do any other style of music, what would it be?
I think kind of like an R&B maybe. Like
Okay.
try to experiment with R&B.
R&B. So when you say R&B, give me an example of an R&B artist that you like.
Alicia Keys.
Oh, okay.
Good.
But isn't that more pop as well?
I think like her older stuff to me, like
Okay.
if I've seen it correctly, it's more R&B and has that feel to it, but it's
Okay.
also more pop. Like I always have I don't know, I always like incorporating pop into different like genres of music too. So
Cool.
I can either do like pop rock or pop R&B or just like pop.
What's the genre of music that you can't stand?
Oh gosh. I think I'd have to say, you know, there's some country songs out there that are very good and I love, but like the heavy country music.
So you mean like traditional country?
Yeah.
Okay, you can't. You don't like Kenny Rogers and stuff like that.
I just, you know, it's not that I don't like it. It's just not really my style, my kind of music. And if I had to listen to anything else in the world, I would.
Okay, now, a lot of our listeners also listen to country, so you're gonna get some hate mail now.
Oh boy.
Do you have any hidden talents?
I do like to draw and paint too.
Wow. So have you got any paintings out there?
Not out there, but I have some done.
I have an idea. Why don't you put one of your paintings as your album cover or single cover?
I think in the future, like way
Yeah.
down the road, I'll probably end up doing something cool with graphic design.
Airy Jeanine, what can we expect from you in the future? Or in the near future? What's coming up?
Well, I'm always working in the studio, and I'm also always doing gigs, you know, here and
Okay.
there. But in September, I might have some new music coming out. Actually, I do have new music coming out in September,
Okay.
as well as a music video. So,
We're going to look forward to your new single. Before you leave, can you plug in your website and your Facebook and Twitter so that, you know, fans can actually check you out there?
so on Instagram, it's at Airy Jeanine.
Okay.
Facebook, Airy Jeanine. And Twitter is also Airy Jeanine. So you
Excellent.
can always check me out there. Plus, YouTube is also an option if you want to see my music videos. And airyjeanine.com if you want to see everything.
Fantastic. So everything is just Airy Jeanine.
Yeah, just keeping it simple.
That's really good. That's really good. I think more artists should learn from there, you know, because there are artists who put all these weird numbers and stuff like that, and it's just stick to your name. That's what works best. Airy Jeanine, it was great having you on the show, and I hope you come back very soon, especially September when your new single drops.
Hey, thank you for having me. I had so much fun.
See you, Airy Jeanine. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Now listen up, people. Let my words have wings. Love and understanding must permeate everything. Now listen up, people. Let the absurd take flight. What's the point of hanging around this joint when everyone feels so uptight? Darling, you got an ancient soul. Set my spirit free. To recognize those potholes in my psychology. And if there's anyone out there who's still got a brain, who hasn't been driven totally insane by the thirst for material gain, stand up, be counted, and shout out your name. 20 miles an hour, little girl, is the speed I drive. Stepping out of my shotgun shack, glad to be alive. Tell the tale. Here comes a man with a great big gun. He's out to ruin all your fun. Here comes the man, he's dressed in grey. He's out to blow your dreams away. Say goodbye to the man in grey. Say hello to a brand new day. It seems our leaders are getting bolder at pleasing the whims of the shareholder. And for 2 millennia they've had tenure, but their time is over. And as we move towards that magic hour, I'll feel a radical shift in power. Here I stand beside the sea, and I know we'll all be free to tell the tale, to tell the tale, to tell the tale.
10 years ago, I thought for sure that I'd hit the wall. Thought I'd done all that I could, everything I should to make some sense of it all. So I packed up all my dreams, placed them in a shoebox buried under a tree. Oh, with all the sad remains, everything I'd ever wanted to be. Then came the darkest times that I'd ever known in my life. Though I won't soon forget the rain on the day the bad news came, I just sat down and cried. It looked as though the sun would set long before I'd ever get to taste of the wine. But somehow I got another dance, and I'm not gonna miss this chance to shine. 'Cause it's not over yet. I won't be laying down, and I've been so close a time or two, right there on the edge, but I'm still around. And I'm gonna find my fight right to the bitter end. But no, I wouldn't count me out when you're laying down your beds. It's not over yet. Ain't got an old guitar, maybe I won't get too far. I don't really care, 'cause if I get the chance to sing for you, then I'm doing what I love to, and I'm the worse for the wear. So I thank you all for being here, to have a beer and listen to the song.